Hey guys, Buckskin Dave here. Well, it's time to take these off the stretcher and send them off to the tannery. You notice this one here? See how it's kind of oblong? It used to be, I don't know if they still do, tell you the truth, beaver down so low. But they used to like them stretched like this, and that's why they didn't turn out real good oval with the round metal ring stretcher. But sometimes you can get them to be oval anyway. I don't think it makes much difference personally anymore. In this one it kind of doesn't, because they're getting tanned and they're going to a customer. Already have two of them, so I just got to get them tanned. There we go. This is a bit tedious, but really it's not a big deal. But it has to be done. Whether you tack it to a board, like I did with those little ones, or you use the hog rings on a deal like this, doesn't make much difference. It's still tedious. You got to get them off of there. So I just get a pair of pliers and go to work. And it's a little bit of a pain until you get the ones around the adjustment. Once you get around there, then you can make it small enough to just get it out of the ring. And once it's out of that ring, just a matter of yanking these off. Sometimes you need pliers to get them out. I just do them all with pliers because it's easier than picking the pliers up and down. Anyway, today's one of them I got shit to do days. This is one of the things. So I'm going to get a few of these things tied up, and I'm going to put these. One of the things with these beaver, it's hard to find a box because you don't want to fold it up when it's dry. These boxes like this aren't too bad because you can roll it up. So I might be able to get those 3 hides in this box. And that'll be nice. I can send it to the tanner. I use Moyle Mink tannery. This is an ad in the Trapper, and what I'll do is I'll somewhere before the end of this video I'll put their phone number and stuff down. But I've been using them ever since I've been tanning hides. They're reasonable price wise. They've been really busy these last couple of seasons since the fur prices really got low, but I've always had a good job, no complaints. They're in southern Idaho. Let me pull these off and I'll get the other one out here. Grab you a cup of coffee and stick with me. We'll kind of get a few things done around the place and BS a little. Years ago, when I left the city, and geez, it's been a long time, 30 years ago, I became a trapper. The price of fur and so really what happened was I had to make some money, and I had to make something work. So I started a nuisance business, and I was very lucky in that. Anyway, Muskrat, if you're watching, that was you that was on the phone. Anyway, so years ago when I quit my day job and I went to be a trapper, I mean, price of fur took a hit, and I started a nuisance business. So it was lucky because it was a kind of a new thing. This was quite a while back. It was kind of a new thing, and people were having trouble with animals and nobody was there to take care of it. And so it turned into a big success right away. And I was trapping more than I could ever want to trap, and I was making, a living at it. So with all these fur prices being bad and all that, these animals are not going to just go away. Okay, if they're not harvested and the population's kept at a reasonable level, they're going to get into trouble with people, and people are going to want you to get rid of them. These beaver here that are in here, they're all were nuisance beaver. You saw some of the video. So they're nuisance beaver, but they were in good shape for fur. So they're going off to the tanner. They're already sold and destined to be made into some kind of craft. So I think that's where trapping's going to end up. It's kind of funny because the people that don't want you to trap and help get it outlawed are going to be the people that are going to call you when there's 15 raccoons living under their house. And so it's kind of an interesting deal. But anyway, I do probably more nuisance trapping now than I do anything else. It's not a hobby for me. I got to go out. It's a way of life. It's a way of putting a little bit of food on the table and some money in the coffer for the power bill and stuff. If I can't do that, and I'm going to spend money to do it, then that's a little tough. So anyway, the only reason I mention that is there's probably a lot of you out there that may be able to be in an area where a nuisance business will get you rolling, and you get to trap, and then you'll be too busy, but that's okay. So I'm going to get this. I need to take this up, and I got to put an envelope on it with an address. So I'm going to do that up at the house. So look at it. It won't stand. Oh, it will stand up. Okay, so basically what you do with this outfit, they have this is Moyle Mink. They have a website for information. It's info@moylemink.net. This ad has their address. Basically, you put the fur in a box, get it into however you can make it work to ship it to them. And I just put a note in there, my name, address, phone number, my trapping license number, very important. And then I'll have what I have in there. This particular box has 3 beaver, and I just want a tan, and that's a sport tan. And put that in an envelope. I'll take this to that box. Make sure you have your phone number, because what they'll do is they'll call you, or they'll give you some sort of notification when they get it. And then they will call you when it's about ready to be thrown in the tannery, and they'll bill you, and you could pay by a check or a money order or use your card over the phone. And then when they're ready, they'll ship them to you. So I got my thing made out. I'm just going to put the address on, and the address is on your screen. And that's 374 South, 600 West, Hayburn, Idaho. Eight 3336. So anyway, I'm going to get this in there and close that up, and then it's ready to go to the post office. So I want to do that video on comparing the rifles, but the 50 and the 45, the 90s, the 45 90, 45 50. But we're getting some storms in. Matter of fact, I'm looking out the window there. It's storming right now. It's snowing right now. And Muskrat said that he heard that there's a storm coming in through up above him, and if it hits, it's going to be a 20-inch type thing of snow. So we may get a little bit of snow, which I'll be happy, because then I'll be able to take my machine over them rocks to go up the hills and cat season opens here pretty quick. I think the 12th or 14th of the month. I don't remember what day. But that's the snow I need. So the problem with doing a video is that video will probably come, but it'll probably come when we get that clear weather again and we have some nice days, because there'll be some shooting involved in that comparison. Anyway, I'm going to get this in the box. I'll be right back. Well, anyway, like I said, we're getting the storm in, which is good. Man, can't even see them mountains over there. So we'll have to see how this pans out. Last time it left us with a foot each time. So we'll see how this one goes. Got a little bit of snow coming in, man. It's getting thicker and thicker. Once that storm blows through and leaves what it's going to leave, we'll do that comparison video. Till then, we'll just do I got stuff to do around here. I got another project I'm working on. Since the Gimmer accident, I've decided I'm going to make a case for this. And not that that was changed anything on the accident. And then I made this, this deal here. Holds 2 extra rounds for the single shot. So, well, the guy has a couple rounds in his pocket, but these would be quick reloads right here because they're right next to the chamber. And I'll keep you. We'll have a few cups of coffee. I want to make a case for this. I'm waiting for some blanket material to come in, and we'll make a couple of cases. Till this weather clears, I might as well stay in here and keep the fire burning. Anyway, that's all I got for you this time. I'm Buckskin Dave. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.